Hey guys, this is a new episode of Kickstarter Campaign Analysis, and the game we're going to look at today is called Not the End. Not the End is a tabletop RPG that has been released. Actually, it's on Kickstarter right now. A quick start already exists, and it exists only in the Italian language. Why I want to discuss with you a campaign that is available only in Italian, because this is a very good example of what you can do if you have a very strong community behind you. So language aside, what these guys have been doing, it's quite amazing. So let me go through the campaign very quickly. The campaign started yesterday. It will end in 19 days. Already has almost 300 backers, and they managed to make more than 21,000 euros out of 6,000 goal. The product, it's really pretty. It's this square book. It's already hardcover. They already managed to add basically every single stretch goal they had on the campaign page on day one. But why this is working so well, and I want to mention that the Italian market for this kind of product is kind of small, and I would be willing to bet that this is already the most successful campaign for this kind of product just in the Italian language, meaning that the game is not also translated in English or some other language. So what the game is doesn't really matter here, because what I want to show you is that how did they achieve this incredible result. So 24 hours, more than 21,000 euros, which is more than 3 times the goal they had in the beginning. Let me share with you another tab. So what is the guys behind this project? They come from a podcast called Fumble GDR. Fumble GDR has been, I believe, the oldest podcast in Italian that basically plays actual plays of tabletop RPGs in audio format, and it's been around for, I think, about 10 years, even more. They have an incredible amount of content, and every week they release, at this point they're releasing almost 3 different podcasts every single week of the year. So you can understand that over the 10 years that this has been going on, the amount of fans that they collected is pretty significant. And to give you another example of that, I want to share with you their Discord channel. I have it here. So you can see, well, this is the Discord server, and these are all channels that are on the Discord server. And these are only that you can see here where my pointer is. These are only channels dedicated to this game. The way that this worked is that they started talking about this game a year ago. They brought it to an event to play test at the event. After that, at the next major event, they brought with them a quick start of the game that they were giving away to their backers, to potential backers and fans, etc. And now they launched the campaign, and in one day they got almost 300 backers like that. So you can see that they have a very active Discord. Like there's dozens of people that are active at all time. And I think when you look at how many are offline, is 320. About 320. If you manage to create a community like that, it doesn't have to be in the thousands, but if you manage to create a community that is this active, then you know that they will show up when it's time to put down the money for what you're offering. If they're passionate about your product, like in between the 2 major events, they've been doing a lot of play testing. I'm actually inside the play testing groups. So they've been playing the game. That not only have been presenting it, they've been playing the game with their community. The community got hooked, and now on day one, all of them showed up. And now the project is 3 times funded, and there's still 20 days to go. So I'm really curious to see where this goes. But the whole point here is that if you have this great community, if you manage to work with them, if you manage to be generous with them, they will show up. It's not easy. It takes a lot of time. As I mentioned, Fumble has been doing podcasts for 10 years. So they took, let's say, the long the long way, and this was born as a hobby, but in the past couple of years, the guys of Fumble started to publish game in a normal way, and this is their first Kickstarter, and it's going spectacularly. So this is just to show you the importance of taking your time to build a community and work with it as much as you can. Give them something to play, show up at events. I know it's not always easy. It's something that even with the games that I'm developing, I'm having some issue because, well, it's really hard to be everywhere at all the time. You need a team of people that work with you. But if you manage to do it, it will definitely pay off in time. Okay, so now that we've been covering more or less what's going on with Not the End, I invite you to check out the campaign, even if you don't speak the language, just to see where it ends up. Before I go, just a reminder that if you like this analysis, you find more lessons on what I've been trying to do here at academy.writingbold.com. You're gonna find 2 courses. The first one is free. It covers the entire first module of the premium course, and it gives you a very good idea what are the basics that you need to know to run a Kickstarter campaign or Indiegogo campaign, especially for gaming, but whatever your product is, you're gonna find useful things here. And then you can enroll for free here. And then if you like that, then you can move on to the graduate, let's say, to the full course. And the full course has a lot more content and will guide you through every single aspect of the creating a successful crowdfunding campaign. This is all for today. Thank you for following, and we'll see in the next episode.